Just look up to this individual, unbelievable. He always tells me, he goes, Randy, he goes, money corrupts everything. It does. And if you look at our society, we've got billionaires that are spending hundreds of millions of dollars to influence elections. We have city zoning and planning commissions that are in cahoots with these developers to basically skirt environmental laws and put up housing developments wherever they want to without any type of environmental impact surveys. We see it over and over again about how money corrupts everything. It does. It's the root of all evil. That is the truth. That is the reality of the situation. And we're seeing it in bass fishing in a big way right now. So here's what's happening. I want to just keep you guys abreast of. There has been a concerted effort amongst the electronic companies to basically buy out some of the tournament organizations in this country over the past year specifically. I know from several reliable sources that one of the major tournament organizations were getting ready to implement some very strict rules against forward-facing sonar, maybe even eliminate it, but definitely, cut it back tremendously. And once this one major electronic company heard that they were going to do that in the meeting, they basically went to them, set them down in the meeting and said, you guys name your price. What is your price to keep forward-facing sonar completely legal in the tournaments? And of course, they capitulated to that. Here's what you have, guys. Now, there's not all the tournament organizations, but some of them, like the NPFL and others around the country, don't buy into that. But any tournament organization that is subsidized by the electronic companies in 2025, that subsidization primarily comes from forward-facing sonar, and they have been corrupted by that. It's like they have sold the sport out. They have sold the future of the sport out to make a buck. There's no other way around it. Forward-facing sonar is the most destructive thing that has ever happened to the sport on every metric you measure it by. And here's what I want to talk about here about how they ignore everything. Number one, I've talked a lot of this about how it destroys the tradition and the mystery and the magic of the sport. That's sort of an abstract way of looking at it, yet it is the most important in my opinion. But when you're talking about realistic, like how you can actually, write something down and put some reality to it, number one is there has been a big effort amongst a lot of industry reps in this country to basically go to the tournament organizations and say, look, you guys have got to do something, or we have got to get rid of this forward-facing sonar because it's devastating our tackle sales in non-forward-facing sonar categories. Because forward-facing sonar lures are pretty much limited to stuff like swim bait and finesse stuff, maybe a few jerk baits, Nico rigs, that type of stuff, where